Now that we are into the cold weather, the students' instruments are less likely to stay in tune between violin classes. So I am sending home with your students a little tuner, and I have not yet taught them how to use this. So this is for your use, but I want you to have it so that you can tune their instruments between classes if there are any majorly loose strings, or if you are able, then to tune it every time they practice. Before I get started, one thing I have noted about these tuners is that a couple of them well, I haven't unboxed all of them. I'm sending them home to you in the boxes. But of the ones I have unboxed, a couple of them seem to have some lint or something inside the input here. So I just cleaned that out with, I just have a little electronics cleaner, but you could use a pipe cleaner or a Q-tip or something, and that solved the problem. So if you're turning it on and adjusting the volume and it's not making any sound, you may need to clean out the input there. Okay, so to turn on the tuner, you need to hold down the on button until the screen turns on. And the tuner has 3 settings, and they are listed here. So it has the tuner setting, a metronome setting, and a sound setting. So ideally we're going to use the sound setting, but if you're stuck, you can also use the tuner setting. So I think when you first turn on the metronome, it will be in the tuner setting. The tuner is not as accurate, but it is helpful if you're stuck. So it has a little needle that goes back and forth, and it will identify what note you're playing and if it is too high, too low, or just right in the middle. So if you want to listen to my A, you'll see it's telling you I'm playing A, and it's identifying it as being about in the middle. It's never going to be still, the needle, but it can help you get close. So that's the tuner setting. And then if you push this button again, it'll take you to a metronome setting, which you can skip for now, but your students will be using this later on. And we're going to go again to the sound setting. So for tuning the violin, you're going to start with the A string, and you just want to match the pitch. So this is playing A, and with the violin, when a string is tightened, it gets higher, and when it's loosened, it gets lower. So your student here has fine tuners. I only have one, but they have 4, 1 for each string, and it's just righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So if the pitch is too low, then you will turn the fine tuner righty-tighty until it comes up to the right pitch. And if the pitch is too high, then you'll turn it lefty-loosey until it comes down to the right pitch. So if we're listening here, so if it was too low, then I would be adjusting the tuner to the right. If it was too high, I would be turning the tuner to the left. So we can do that again for the D string. Here are pitch buttons that will change the pitch up and down. So I'm just going to go down. Oh, that actually, I was looking at the wrong thing. This adjusts the hertz. So you want the hertz to be 440. 440 hertz is where we tune. And we're going to go down, change the note, down to D. D, that's for the D string. And you'll do the same thing. Adjust the fine tuners until you match pitch. Then you're going down to the G. So we're going down again. G, G. Now, unfortunately, this little tuner doesn't go down the octave. So you'll just have to be aware of that. So the G on the violin is an octave lower than the G that is played by the tuner. G. The tuner's playing this G, but we're turning down to this G. And lastly, we tune E. So here's E, and the E is an octave low. So it's playing this E, but we're tuning this E. You can adjust it till it's matching. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If the tuners, the fine tuners are stuck, so they're too tight or too loose, then just adjust those till they're kind of in the middle of the tightness or looseness that they can be, and you'll need to use the tuning pegs to tune, which I already uploaded a separate video about that. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help, and happy tuning.